Stitching May here to do my new video. And before my last video, I almost karate kicked the camera over, and this time I almost held hands with a spider. I came into the room to turn off my fan. Just happened to look up at the pull chain, because who looks at the pull chain before you pull it? I will from now on. Almost grabbed a spider who was making his happy web between my two pull chains. I said he. I don't know why it's a he, but the spider was a he. I guess because he's on my nerves. But I screamed. Surprised I didn't wake up my son or my neighbors. Oh, it was not in here today. I was just in here today. Like, it decided within the last 20 minutes, it had to be in the last 20 minutes to be there. So anyway, I digress. I'm here to do my video. I'm in my pajamas because I have been packing for our vacation. Packing for me is a several-day ordeal because we always end up leaving on vacation after I've worked a night shift. So I will get home the morning that we leave from work. I will get home in the morning before we leave from work, and then I will grab the last minute things and we'll get on the road. My husband drives and I try to sleep some on the way. We get there and then usually we set up our room because it's weird, I'm the neat freak on vacation. Like, he is a neat freak at home and I'm the one that's like, oh, those dishes can wait till tomorrow. On vacation it's the opposite. I'm like cleaning everything. We get there, we put our stuff down, I bleach everything, the toilet, the tubs, the sinks, the dishwashers, the washer if there's one. We usually get like a condo to where we can have a full kitchen, and because it's just easier with my kid. And so I will clean everything, we'll go get groceries, we'll come back, and then I will crash that night to where I then get on a more day shift schedule. If I come home and sleep before we leave, then I'll stay on that weird like I'm up really late, sleep late, that kind of thing schedule, and it kind of ruins vacation. So I exhaust myself that first day to where I can have a better vacation the rest of the time. But anyway, while I was packing, I realized that if I didn't do a video tonight, that I wouldn't get to you guys until 2 weeks. And I knew that I had been telling you all that I would do videos more often. Wow, that was a really long story just to tell you that I'm here to do a video in my pajamas. Anyway, or packing clothes, because I'm not asleep yet. So there we go, they're my packing clothes. So I'm just going to get into my stuff. I only worked on one whip this month. And I didn't make that much progress, or not this month, since my last video. Because I had 3 new starts. Yes, as many starts as I had for Stitch Mania, I had in July too. So I've had 6 new starts from May through July. And it's not even halfway through the July. So 6 starts in 3 months. That's not too bad, I don't guess. So I'll start off by showing you my whip. And I do not have a picture of where this was beforehand because I'm bad. I will be better next time and take a picture of this. I do have what it will look like when it's finished. And that is this water wheel house here. I told the story of this piece in another video, but just in case you haven't seen that. This is fashioned very much after, I think it's actually the exact water wheel. From a college that is close to us, that my aunt would take my sister and I on day trips, and we always went to that water wheel. So anyway, this is, excuse me, I've got the hiccups. This is an older hand-drawn pattern. And it's kind of hard to stitch, so it's taking me a while. This is stitched as called for on 32 count Witchelt lamb's wool linen. And this is my current progress. I mainly stitched on this roof area this time, and I started in some on this side of the wall. These rocks are not fun. I am trying to back stitch them as I go so that I don't get overwhelmed. But the only place the back stitch is within the rocks to kind of make them obvious that they're rock. Somebody, I think it was Is Kismet Stitches, showed a building that she was using a variegated floss for, and she was kind of stitching it in a circle, and it looked like rock. And I was like, wow, I could have just used that floss. I wouldn't have had to do anything, but it would have been true to the water wheel. So here that is. And that is it for whip progress, because that's the only whip that I've worked on since the last video. Sorry for the rattling. No, I'm not. Enjoy the rattling. I hope you enjoy the rattling. And then on to my new start. Oops, I just dropped some haul. Let me pick that up real quick. Okay, the first one was on the 4th of July. I finally started my Lady of the Flag. I do not have what she will look like. You guys know what she will look like. As Jessie Marie called her, a troublemaker, because I've got my original chart put away. I am stitching her on 32 counts. We the People fabric by Fabric Flair, I believe. Is it Fabric Flair? No. Yes, Fabric Flair through Stitchery Express. And then I had a bit of a panic attack when I realized that they were making larger pieces, that mine wouldn't fit. But she will. I'm good. So I only stitched on her for the 4th of July. And that is all of the progress that I have made. I am doing a conversion from Diana, Is Kismet Stitches, to be more of a green color. So my story of why I wanted to do the green color. My great-grandfather was, I don't know if I've shared this before, but my great-grandfather was from Greece. And he moved to America by himself when he was 14. He had some distant cousins that were already here. And when he was 14, he was supposed to come for a visit and decided to stay. And he then started his own business, and just later, obviously, started his own business and loved it here. And he told us, I never got to meet him, but I know that he told the story of how when he saw the Statue of Liberty, he knew that he was going to be okay. And he even had part of his business was named around the Statue of Liberty. So I have always loved the piece, but then when I saw it in the green and talked to Diana, I kind of wanted her to be more along the lines of the color of the Statue of Liberty. So Diana was already working on a greenish or a green conversion for herself, and they matched, and I asked her if I could use her conversion, and she said yes. So luckily it will look like the more like the Statue of Liberty. I just liked the green, so for me the green worked. So it's kind of as a piece for him, and then I don't know, I like the green. I went back and forth between the green and the blue, and I decided finally that I was going to do the green, and that was why. Look at all these flosses. Oh, they're so pretty. And I think Diana will be sharing her conversion at some point. I don't want to share it because it's not my conversion, so. And then my next new start was one for Joan Elliott July. Belinda and I have been promising Belinda that I would start Dragonfly Fairy with her at some point. She was ready to start her, so we just started to start her on July the 5th. It was actually like early midnight for me, July the 5th, and it was like in the afternoon for her. So we started about the same time. Again, I don't have the picture of what it will look like when it's finished. I need to do better next time. This is a very, oh, I need to do a video moment, so I don't have everything ready. I didn't do a whole lot on her. This is on 28 count Silk Weaver Mountain Mist. I actually have another half piece of this fabric because she fit perfectly on a half piece. And this is my progress. Very meager start, but it's a start nonetheless. Oops, that's upside down. Let's try that again. Again, 5 years, you would think I knew what I was doing. But there my progress is on her. I don't think I have a shoulder one. Let me see. Did I make a working copy of that? I did not. So, but there she is. Or there she will be. How about that? And then my third new start was another Sal with the lovely Connie. I got her hooked on Netflix, the Netflix series Anne with an E. So a while back ago, she purchased a Soda Stitch and a Green Gables chart for me for my birthday. Let's see if I can show you. I can't. And we decided when we found out that it was going to come out on July the 6th and that we would be hanging out, that we would both start this piece together and do it as a Sal. So I started this, and this was so much fun to stitch. I got more progress on this piece than I did my other pieces, and we will actually be working on her tomorrow and watching more of Anne with an E on Netflix. We're about halfway through the season, the second season, because we binge watched and watched an entire first season on the first day, or entire half season, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. We'd already seen the first season. We watched the entire first half of the second season on the first day it came out. And this is a needle minder that she gifted me as well. And it says, isn't it nice that to think that tomorrow is a new day with no mistakes in it yet? And I absolutely love that quote. Because it's so true. No matter what, tomorrow's a new day. And this is in my Momily bag. But Connie also gifted me a neat little button. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. That says Anne of Green Gables. And I just attached it to the little tag that Emily gives with her bags. That way I know which project's in this bag. And that is it for my new starts. I have some new haul. It's not quite, you know, the Olivia B haul. And I don't think I can pull that off as well. And I've already screamed once, and I don't want to test my luck and wake up my son. So, haul. Is that okay? A small haul? The first that I got was, I got the beads and metallics to go along with my Dragonfly Fairy. Flosstube Itchy Nose. So they are 00374. Do you want to see all of them? I'm just going to assume that you do. 00374, which are these pretty iridescent, kind of purpley. This reminds me of, these remind me of those, do you remember that nail polish that was popular in the 90s? That like you turned it one way it was green, you turned it another way it was purple, you turned it another way it was gold. They also had some cars in that, oh, what was that paint called? Anyway, that's what this reminds me of. And then some kind of white crystal beads. I don't have my, I do have something white. And then 03047. Oh, I hope I didn't mix those up. These are kind of a blueberry color. I don't know. And then my Krenix. there's a number 8 braid and 2 number 4 braids. 3509. This one is 622 and 044. Can you see them at all? Does that work? Let's just do one at a time. I never know if y'all like seeing these things one at a time, or do you just like seeing kind of the entire them together. Captioning my videos has made me try to be a little more conscious of my stuttering and stammering. And then because shipping, I added a couple flosses. I have a project by My Big Toe Designs called, I don't know the name of it, but it's to every season there is that verse. So each time I need to fill up to justify shipping, I throw a few of these Week Style Works in there. This is Crimson and Peacoat, which I learned tonight that apparently crimson is they consider a solid color. So I could have easily converted that to DMC. Don't know how true that is. And then I was gifted from Kelly the Mira chart for the Christmas elf fairy. I want all of the little holiday fairies, the Halloween fairy. I've been given Valentine fairy from her. Now I have the Christmas elf fairy. But I want all those little, you know, seasonal elves that she does. So this was in the kit, but it's just the chart. But it does have the supply list on the back. So then I will kit it up myself. And then I have the beautiful, my splurge, Fairy Moon, my Nora Corbett re-release Fiasco grab. And I did get her embellishment kit. I won't go through those individually because it's closed. And then the gold Krennic that goes with her. I don't know when I'll start her. I know I will eventually, but I wanted to get her before I couldn't get her again. Rattling, crinkling. It's all happy sounds, right? I mean, to me, it's a happy sound. I love to hear beads shake. And then, excuse me, single-use cup reused several times. I've had it since Tuesday, including the straw. Used it several times. I wash it and reuse it. It's Crystal Light Lemonade. And then I was enabled to get this by another stitcher who was on Etsy, and they messaged me like, have you seen these? And I'm like, no, I haven't. And now that I have to have them. So this is Dragonfly 1 and Dragonfly 2 by RK Portfolio Cross Stitch Designs on Etsy. This is number 1. She's a beautiful purple. So it's got like Week Style Works and Krennic. I think they're all blended with Week Style Works and Krennic. And then my favorite one is Dragonfly 2. And again, it's 4 Krennics, it looks like, and 4 Week Style Works. But I love these. These are so beautiful. And then this is not really a haul, but I thought I would share it with you. These are just plain white stock cards. They are like file cards. And I have a full set of DNC and then some. And I keep them in my floss boxes with the file, like with the floss away bags, with the cards that Trisha, the left-handed stitcher, made a while back ago with the little color and the number. And what I do is if I use that floss to get something up, I'm not going to confess that even though I have a full set, that I usually still go and buy floss for a project if I know it's going to use most of the skein. Anyway, if I use floss from that set, I take the floss out and save the bag that's got the original card in a spot. That way the next time I fill up my floss, I know which colors I need to get. Was that as clear as mud? So when I pull my DNC from my other projects, I'm going to show you with my Dragonfly Fairy project, I put them in a separate floss away bag that can be reused and beat up. And in order to be able to reuse it, I put a card in there with the color number on it. And then I put the whole skein in the back and the pieces in the front. But I'm not the neat freak, right? I'm not the neat freak. So anyway, I've been looking for some thick cards that would hold up because they were getting shredded and ripped and that kind of thing. And I scoured and scoured Amazon and I found these. I think they're called 17-point cards. So they're really thick. They're thicker than cardstock. I don't know if that will show up how thick it is. I doubt it. But I shared them on Stitch Mania, I think, or either my Facebook page. And if you want, I can share, just let me know and I'll add the link to them. I don't think I can add a link to Amazon in my video. I don't know. If you want the link and I can't add it to the video, I will figure out how to let you know. I know that they are 17-point cards, I think. I just searched for really thick or extra thick file cards. A lot of people use them for flashcards. They come 300 to a set, but I'm able to cut them in half. So it's like 600 to a set, and they're about $15. But I mean, that's 600 skeins of floss that I can organize. Worth it to me. But that is, oh, and I got some new floss away bags because I was out. Because I have like way too many projects on the run, which reminds me, I think when I come back from vacation, I know at the beginning of the year I did a live whip parade to show where my whips were standing. I think I'm gonna do a middle of the year whip parade for July, and then possibly in December do another whip parade. And that's it. So thank you all for watching. If you're a subscriber watching again, I appreciate you coming back to my videos. And if you're a new viewer, I hope you enjoy the video and I hope you like and subscribe the video. And as always, leave comments or questions below. I try to answer all the comments that I can. I really do enjoy them. They mean a lot to me. And it may take me a little while. So if it takes me a little while, don't give up on me. I'll usually try to answer them before the next video. And I have been captioning my video. And again, it's usually like a week after the video goes up. Just because that gives it enough playtime that the YouTube captions kind of work. But as always, thanks for watching and happy stitching.